Hello, this is teacher Lena. Welcome to my channel if you are new to it. In this video, we are going to look at a complete guide of how to become an English teacher in Thailand. It can be useful not only for non-native speakers, but also for native speakers, since we are going to look at all the steps of this procedure. Me personally, I went through all the steps as I've been working as a teacher in Thailand for a while. So, step 1. Before applying, make sure that you comply with all requirements and you have all the needed prerequisites. So the first one, you need a bachelor's degree in any field with official transcripts. Well, and if you are a native speaker, still you may be hired without any degree. You may be hired as an instructor, so it will depend on the school. And one more prerequisite, of course, English knowledge. You need to have a minimum level of B1 to be hired, and a neutral English accent. I must admit that Thai schools are very loyal to candidates with a European look. Well, talking about some competitive advantages, I must say that if you have some teaching experience, for example, teaching experience abroad, it can be a very good plus, a very big plus for you. Next, if you have language certificates such as TOEIC, Cambridge Advanced English, it's also a big plus, a big advantage. And you know, schools in big cities, especially in Bangkok, may require TOEIC certificate or the equivalent of TOEIC certificate. And one more advantage is a master's degree. So you are ready to go, you're ready to apply for job posts. I recommend these trustworthy resources. Number 1, their website for searching for teaching jobs, which is teachandtravel.com. And next resource, number 2, all numerous Facebook groups. So you just need to type in the search engine something like Thailand teaching jobs and you'll come across a bulk of them, so just pick any that you wish. And before applying for a job, you need to prepare your CV, an introduction video in English, and a demo lesson video, which wouldn't exceed, I would say, 2 or 3 minutes. So, next step, pre-arrival documents check. Before you come to Thailand, you need to make sure that you have all these documents with you. The first one, an international passport, valid for more than 6 months. Next, you also need a degree with transcripts. If you have both a master's degree and a bachelor's degree, remember that you will only need your bachelor's degree to get employed. And you also need a translation of your degree and a transcript into English, if your degree wasn't issued in an English-speaking country. Yeah, by the way, good news for Russian speakers. You may see the sample translation of a degree following this link in the description. I translated my degree some months ago, so it is an authorized, legalized translation, so you may pick some examples as well. And it's very useful for you too, because you can copy the format, since Russian diplomas have the same layout and the same format. Well, next thing to bear in mind, if your university changed its name after your studies, you need a certificate confirming that you got your degree with its number and the date of issue. Next item you need to bring, that is a marriage certificate and its translation, in case you changed your surname after your studies. Okay, next item on the list, that is a laptop. I think it goes without saying, as a teacher, you're supposed to use interactive materials, use the internet, so you'll definitely need a laptop, since classrooms in Thailand are usually not equipped with them. So next step, get your visa. If you're not in Thailand while applying for a job, you'll need to get a tourist visa. These days, there is good news for applicants from Russia. According to the decree of the Thai Prime Minister, Russians are allowed to stay in the country with a tourist stamp for 90 days. The decree is valid until the 30th of April 2024. So next step, Documents preparation on site. As soon as you arrive to Thailand, sign up for an appointment in the consulate of your country to submit the translation of your degree, transcript, and marriage certificate if you have one. The waiting time for reassurance can exceed several weeks, since there are a lot of aspiring teachers in a waiting line. The consulate will check your original documents and will put stamps on the translations as follows. So you can see the stamp on the first page. All the document is stapled, and there are stamps and a signature of the consul on the back of each page. The same goes for the diploma, official transcript, and all other documents. Well, and when you have all these documents ready, now you're ready to go. You can submit them to your school. And while waiting for the documents, while waiting for the appointment, your school needs to address the police department in Thailand for you to ask for a police clearance certificate. Once you get your degree legalized and a police certificate, you may apply for a non-B, non-immigrant visa, which enables you to get your work permit. And last step, get your work permit. Once you get your non-B visa, your school needs to prepare all documents and address the Ministry of Labor to get your work permit. This is how it looks like. So you can see here some words in Thai, the translation into English. So inside your picture, data, activities that you are allowed to engage in, such as teaching, and it says that it is valid for 2 years. So I wanted to share with you about employment process in Thailand. It takes time and effort, but it is definitely worth it if you consider yourself a teacher with an open mind, who's ready to discover new cultures and passionate about teaching. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to push the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And see you later!